What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming to you guys with another Market Watch today. Check me out on Twitch, Twitch TV, _Paisano. I've been playing a lot of Branded Despy and cooking up a lot of different ways to play the deck. And I play every day, well, Monday through Fridays on Twitch at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And sometimes on Saturdays, if I get a chance to make it to locals, I'll do like an IRL duel as well. So definitely check out the links down below in the description. YJ _Paisano on Twitch. And yeah, it's been growing pretty fast, actually. All right, so in this market watch, I'm going to talk about a bunch of cards, but right out the gate, we got to talk about Photon Hypernova and how the prices have pretty much tanked for a lot of cards and are still going down. Here's the question to everybody watching this video. Did you buy into Photon Hypernova? And what did you buy? Singles, sealed? Did you buy on pre-released? Or did you wait, until roughly around now to really go in and buy the cards? Those who waited got rewarded the most. And I really don't know how Konami's going to combat this issue, because the hype behind Yu-Gi-Oh! When a set first drops is insane compared to where it is a week later, 2 weeks later. Despite the fact that out of Photon Hypernova, you have Turbo Tactus Thrust, which is an insanely good card. You have stuff for Kashiras, which is massive. Big Welcome Labyrinth. All these cards that Yu-Gi-Oh! Players obviously are running to grab. And then a week or 2 weeks later, prices go down. Even Starlight Rares like Mirror Jade was roughly around $400, is now roughly around $320. Kashira Rise Heart is still pretty much up there, but compared to its market price, it is going down. Grand Guguno is a one of, and to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if the card hits around $100. So, once again, anyone buying these Starlights now are pretty much wasting their money if they just wait. Time will give you more money. It's up to you how you want to spend it. Triple Thrust is roughly around $75. This is the best card in the set, hands down. And to be honest with you, I personally don't own this card because I still think it's kind of expensive, but it is a really good card. And in time, you might want to consider picking it up because it will be a must-have card. The question is, do you play in the side? Do you play in the main? How many do you play? Some play 2 with 2 talents. Some play 3 altogether. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about that. Pressure Planet Raysoth is $57. This card was $100. Castor Therosis, I always had the card's name right, was $100, is now $40. A Rise Heart being $35 is now $18. Bill Welcome Labyrinth $20, barely holding $9. The other ultra rares like Tielement's Kashira is $9, as well as Rise Heart barely holding on to it. And the thing is, like, these are really needed cards for a variety of reasons. But once again, is it needed so you could buy it at the high price of $15 to $20 when it first came out? Of course not, well, in my opinion. Ringworm's $8, and Grand Guguno, the Ultra Rares are also about $7, $7.42. Once again, great cards, but is it really needed now? Now, I think if you're looking to play Branded Bystials, you're pretty much in an insane position, because when the set dropped, you need a Ringbrum, you need a Grand Guguno, and you were ready to hit the ground running. If you own Kashiras, you overpaid, okay, to get all those Kashira cards. And then you came into this set and you're like, oh, great, can't wait. Now I got to overpay to buy all these cards. Or you wait. And that's kind of the situation a lot of players find themselves in. I don't really like the way Konami did this. I don't like the way Konami made 2 secret rares and then a must-have secret rare for a lot of players. So if you're looking to play Kashiras, I'm sorry, 3 secret rares and a must-have 4th. If you're looking to play Kashiras, get your wallet ready, even though you just spent a ton of money buying it. I don't like the way they did this. I think this is insanely greedy, and Konami needs to cut this crap out immediately. Moving forward, also, you need to get Iblis. Now, the Ultra Iblis are roughly around $20. Secret rares are $25. This one has nothing to do with Konami at all, to be honest with you. Yes, it's desperately needed a reprint. The last reprinting was 4 years ago, but once again, you really can't blame Konami for this card. There was a time where this card was relatively inexpensive. People did buy one, I know I did, but you're going to have to come back in and cop some more cash up. And if you're going to play Iblis, by the way, you're going to want to play Lingeribo. This card, Super Rare, is 25 cents. Original Print Ultra is $8. It's a card that obviously a lot of players are looking at. Now, if you're looking to play Kashiras, you probably play 2 of these because for the mirror match, if you get hit with a Lingeribo, it's gonna suck. Another option is Salamangreat Amirage. Not a great option, but an option nonetheless. The value has been slowly increasing. It is roughly around $10. Now, the caveat between Salamangreat Amirage and Lingeribo is this says 1 normal summon monster. So if you normal summon your Ibli, then you can use it. But if your opponent puts you on an Ibli lock, this card is absolutely useless. So there's that. So you want to get 2 of these, or this, I guess, realistically, you want to get 2 of these. The price of Amarant is relatively inexpensive. This is just a cheaper option. Not a good one, but an option. Then we have, looking over at Darkwing Blast, Telement Ruklos, which was 200, a little more than 200. It's currently at 155. Bistio Lubellion's roughly around $80. Once again, if you're looking to play Bistio branded, you need at least, minimal, one of these. A lot of builds are playing 3. 2's been the middle ground, as far as, like, the majority of deck profiles. You see a lot of people with 2. And then you got other cards like Kashira Fenrir being $56. With the Ultimate Rare reprinting Kashira Fenrir, that's still being insanely high in value. The Ultra Rare is the next best alternative. It's $56. Then you have another card like Kashira Unicorn being roughly around $16, a little bit cheaper than $20 price point. Blazing Cartesia Secret Rare is $34. Luckily, it's a one-of. And once again, like I said, if you've been playing Branded Bistio, or you've been playing just Branded in general, you probably have one of these lying around. I mean, I know I got mines for dirt because everyone's so focused on Telements. And that's the thing you gotta do in these kind of game metas. When everyone's focusing on X, Y, and Z, you gotta say, okay, what's coming up and what can I do to prepare for that? Well, with support, it's not really easy all the time because sometimes Konami could do full-time Hypernova, and then when the support finally does come, overcharge you. And I do think that might be happening with the new branded support. Hopefully I'm wrong. It's Konami, let's be honest. And whenever the new support for branded comes out, they're gonna probably make everything super duper secret rare, hard to get, short printed, and tell you everything's fine and okay. Once again, I don't like it, but that is the game we play, so it's unfortunate. The only thing we can do is to say we're not big fans of it and move on. That's literally all we can do. Then we have Dark Hole. So once again, Ibly is going to be everywhere. I'm also going to be having a deck profile coming out later on today, showing you guys a Branded Bistio raw lock that I do turn 1 opening. If I go first, I'm locking you. And if you don't have the answer, I'm winning that game for free. That video will be coming out later on today, roughly around 3 o'clock Eastern time. But Dark Hole is obviously one of the best cards. Obviously, a lot of players are running over the Book of Eclipse. So don't get me wrong, Book of Eclipse is amazing, but Dark Hole is also really good. Book of Eclipse, you set your opponent's monsters face down. Hopefully, you break their board. Dark Hole, you just go, okay, see everything right there? Just push it off the table. Now I'll start my game. I personally like Dark Hole against Kashiras. Obviously, Dark Hole isn't as good against the Branded Bistios if they get Branded Opening Engraved, but once again, that's besides the point. I still think this is a phenomenal card and a card you might consider if you're playing the game. Luckily, it has a bunch of printings. No Ultimate Rare printing. You would think Dark Hole would get an ulti. I thought it did get an ulti. Maybe I'm wrong. But looking at Dark Hole all over the place, I think the best version is Destiny Soldier Super Rare. It's 35 cents right now. It is dirt cheap. So, yeah, and you can get comments if you want as well. Obviously, it does get a little bit expensive, but nothing too crazy. Kurikara Divine Carnate is a weird card because the price was roughly around 20. You see over here at 17. Started being 140, used to be around 100, and it is rumored to be a card to see play, despite the fact it's not seeing any play. Kurikara Divine Card is in a rough spot, and for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players, they're just debating on selling theirs or keeping theirs. And I personally don't know what to do with the card. I own one of these. Do we sell them? Did you sell yours? Let me know in the comments down below if you decide to go ahead and unload this card, or do you have a play set just waiting for that right moment where this card could potentially, maybe, possibly seek any kind of play. Then we have Tactical Masters, and the prices are pretty much expectedly to rise for a lot of Labyrinth cards. Ariana, the Labyrinth Servant, is roughly around $148 for the CR. Once again, the market price is $116. And then if you want the Ultra Rare, it's roughly around $24. I said it before, I'll say it again with Labyrinth. Labyrinth should not be this expensive. The reason why they're so expensive is the CRs. I mean, obviously, you want to get the high rarity for Labyrinth. But the thing is, okay, fine. But why is the Ultra Rare so expensive? Well, to be honest with you, nobody really cracked open Tactical Masters for Labyrinth. It was for Runic. So a lot of players that pulled Labyrinth more than likely sold those cards. Maybe held them, but I think they sold them. Runics were the real value. And even cards like Hugin, the Runic Wings, is still $17, despite the fact that Runics don't really see much play. Anyway, looking over at Labyrinth, I think a lot of players want to play Labyrinth as an alternative option. But the meta is in a weird state right now. We know two things that are for sure. Branded Bistios and Kashiras are tier 1. Everything else is speculation. Now, we can speculate that Labyrinth is tier 1. That's fine. We don't know it, to be honest with you. We have no data to back it up. You can speculate that Sprite is tier 1. Once again, that's fine. We don't know that, though. We don't have any data to back that up. We don't know what the third is. And are we in a Trinity meta? Are we truly in a Trinity meta if there are 4 decks? Well, I don't know. And I would love to know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you think is the third best deck in this game? Tier 1. We're talking. Once again, I think we have 2 tier 1s. I want to know if there's any other decks that can even compete. In order to be in a tier 1 level, I would love to see those, whatever the third or maybe even 4th deck, like we mentioned, Can they compete consistently against Branded Bestials and Kashiras? Nadir Servant was a weird card. It actually went up a little bit in value for a short amount of time. You can see over here going down, and it had a little bit spike up in value. Nothing too crazy. The card's off around $19. Now, this is for the Secret Rare, the Rise of the Duelist. The Ultra Rare is off around $7. A lot of players are talking about playing some kind of weird build running Nadir Servant. I heard a lot of hype about this, and then it just went away. I personally sold both my Nadir Servant Secret Rares. I only own 2. I unloaded both of them. And, yeah, are you creating any builds with this card? I'm not. I got rid of this card. It's $19. And I said, you know what? That's a good amount of money for a card. Even though Rise of the Duelist is a great set, not really worth it for me. And I'll let you know what you guys thought about that. But another card that is worth a lot of money if you have this, you might want to sell it. Look at the first edition version, by the way. Look at that move. Fortunately, the Every, it's roughly around $12 to $13. This is a card, once again, it only has one printing out of Rising Rampage. I don't know about Fortune Ladies doing anything, but a $13 card is definitely a great sell. Looking over at OTS packs, OTS Pack 20 is tanked in value. Now, once again, we talked about this before, but OTS stores were given a ton of OTS product. Well, product is a weird name, but OTS packs by Konami. So much so, it flooded the market, and these Ultimate cards like Ghost Spear Winter Cherries, Castriga Ace Ray, and Alibur went low in value. Alternatively, they weren't really seeing much play. I would argue Ghost Spear Wily was seeing some, but, I mean, look at the prices. Ray, which we thought was going to go down to 40, you could get over here. Is it really 21? No shot, right? No way. Ray is roughly around $30 for Scotch Trigger Ace Ray with shipping. That's crazy low. Looking over at Ghost Spear Winter Cherries, once again, it has that weird like current price versus the market price. We'll go lightly played in near mint. That's roughly around $27 for a Ghost Spear Winter Cherries. And at Luber, I would argue the card is actually seeing play in a tier 1 deck. Ultimate Rare, Max Rarity. Even though it has a couple of reprintings, this card is roughly around $47. So, oddly enough, not too expensive. Then we go over to OTS Pack 21. I predict, and once again, I think we all can predict, the value of these OTS Ultimate Rares will be tanking. Even Kashira Fenrir, which is currently roughly around $107, will go down in value. I talked to a bunch of OTS stores already, and they confirmed they've been given a lot of OTS product. Now, once again, they're going to be giving this to players. Some stores might do shady things. It's whatever, but no matter what, all this compacts into the value of these cards. If a store does shady things and cracks a bunch of OTS product and throws it in the market, they'll have enough money to pay their rent and make some pretty good money. I mean, think about it. It's free money given to them by Konami. Yes, it's meant to give to players, but, you know, they're going to do what they're going to do. And then you got the ODS stores doing it right. What do you think those players are going to do? If you have Kashira Fenrir that's currently $107 and you see the value slowly going down, you're going to want to take advantage of that by getting your money. Same with Sprite Blue, same with Tim Mitz Reinhardt. It's kind of low. Especially if you pull a super rare like Scarecrow Kashira. It's good value. Now listen, I think these cards are going to be going down, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Hard to get cards is pretty much awesome when you can get them at a good price. And I think that these cards, even though they are going to be going down, I think Reinhardt went up a little bit, but they're going to be going down, isn't a bad thing for the game. The way they're going down is kind of a bad thing, but that's besides the point. Looking over at OTS Tournament Pack 21, I think it's great that you can pull a Sprite Blue. For $5 entry, get a Sprite Blue. Kashira Fenrir, $5 entry, you have a chance of pulling this card. And you can sell it if you already have the other card, if you don't want the higher rarity. In order to get these, you obviously have to go to OTS stores. And I've been doing a lot of remote duels on Twitch TV, YJ_Paisano. And another cool thing I like about it is I can play Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments 5 days a week from the comfort of my home. And I love doing that. It's fun. With that also said, for $5, I get an OTS pack every single time. So I'm getting about 5 OTS packs a week. Not to mention we're doing this for the whole month. Yeah, 20 OTS packs just for entering Yu-Gi-Oh! Remote Duel locals. And they're starting to grow. In the entitlement era format, and OTS locals was struggling to hit 6 to 8 players. I forgot which is the minimum. I think it's 6. And it's really crazy to see that. But I've been doing remote duel locals, and they've been hitting some crazy numbers, and it's only growing. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are coming back into this game because they want to be competitive, and once again, like I said, you got Branded Bestials, and you already have all the cards. You're in a great position for now. If you have Kashiras and you born to the stuff, well, hey, listen, no one really understands your deck fully, so that puts you in a good spot. If you have Labyrinth cards, I mean, I think you're also in a good spot. If you have Sprite cards, man, you are a trooper. You are a warrior. I'm not saying your deck's bad. I'm not saying your deck's dead. But God, Konami keeps going to everybody else and banning like their whatever, and then taking a bat to your knees. They go, oh, you go walk again? Bat to the knees. This is how it works in the game. With that said, though, I do think that remote duels are definitely, in my opinion, coming back. I think a lot of players are excited about it. I'm seeing numbers grow, and who knows what's gonna happen with the future of that. I might make another video about that in the future. All right. Guys, go to my website, YJOPaisano.com. Once again, links will be down below. Check it out. $25 or more. You get free shipping. Everything comes shipped with tracking. So if you want to get some of this stuff, it does get shipped with tracking. You'll be getting a tracking number whenever you purchase it. A lot of great field centers, a lot of great tokens on my website. Once again, like I said, links will be down below. It's your boy V, and you guys all have a great day.